Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of my Philadelphia Union MLS Let's Play. And the one thing I failed to mention um, at the intro video is that since this game was released in November of 2018, the first season that we're going to be playing is the 2018 season that just happened. So we're not going to be starting off in 2019. Um, Having said that, let's go over some of the, first let's go over the outs. So these two players, Jorge and Mark Benally, this is a Union Academy product, regen. I signed him to the first team since he has high upside, 5-star potential, and just want to get him into the Bethlehem Steel side and see how he develops. This guy, however, 21-year-old Argentinian, signed him on a free, and he's also has a 5-star potential. Hopefully he can develop at Bethlehem. Of course, for the ends, Koiberg, Fontana, Jones, since this is the last season, and Dochkow on loan. Mark Benally and Jorge just went over. Now this one is a potential replacement next season and also gives us some flexibility in the midfield. Tokle Sigersi? I have no idea if I'm saying that right, but a 23-year-old Turkish player. Got him on a free, 4-star potential, current 3-star. Has a little free kick to him, and overall good mentals, and not bad physicals. Technical abilities are pretty good for MLS level, especially that 14 passing. That's nice. So currently, I'm going to have him coming off the bench. A couple trades. Let's see. Okay, that did go through. So it's not showing up my trades for some reason. Let me see. All trades. Here we go. So Adam Najem, once I signed that Tokle, that Turkish central attacking midfielder that I was talking about, Adam Najem was unhappy. I offered him up for trade to MLS clubs. I got an offer for him. And I got an offer from FC Cincinnati, and what I did is I swapped my first round pick for their first round pick. And so it was my first round pick, Adam Najem, and in return we got FC Cincinnati's first round pick in the upcoming MLS draft. So we have the first overall pick in the MLS draft. Not bad so far. And Sapong, he was getting a lot of interest early on and wanted to get him off the wages. I couldn't deny the offer that San Jose came through with. I had 5 offers for him from multiple teams, and they gave me $375 in general allocation money, their first round pick in the upcoming draft, and the third round pick in the upcoming MLS draft. So we got a couple picks. Could use it for some flexibility possibly in the upcoming draft. So next, expectations for the season are currently to finish mid-table. I haven't looked at what the media predict us to finish at, though. Let's see. Season preview. And 22nd. Wow, okay. I'm expecting playoffs, but it's going to be hard to get fired in the first season in this save. So now let's go to the tactics. Went with a pretty realistic tactic that the Union played with last year. The 4-2-3-1. I know Ernst plans on changing that, but since we have the personnel to fit this shape, I figured why not just go along with it. Trusty McKenzie holding down the back line, Rosenberry, Matt on the right wing, and then we got Matt Real on that left wing, hoping that he can develop and have Fabinho mentor him into that role. If not, we got Ray Gaddis on the bench. Let me talk about the midfielders first. We got Madujinin, Bedoya in that box-to-box, Madujinin in that deep-lying playmaker, Dochkow. It's very unlikely he's going to be coming back after this season, so that's why I got Tolkley, this Turkish central attacking midfielder that hopefully we can kind of work him into that role, or if Dochkow gets hurt, heaven forbid, we have him take over this role, and really hoping that he comes in and fills this role. Akam, I know he had a bad season in real life last year, but this is Football Manager, so I'm hoping that he can overcome that and have a good season this year. Of course, Fafa Pico as an inside forward on the left side. It was a no-brainer there. And now the striker position was a battle between Przybylko and Corey Burke. I decided to go with Przybylko because he had the better preseason and his training stats were much higher. So now let's get into the first game of the season. We're playing the New England Revolution. Go over the team real quick for the subs. McCarthy, Jack Elliott, Ray Gaddis, Craval. Our new signing, central attacking midfielder, Osinio and Curry Burke. I was going to have Derek Jones on the bench, but he's currently coming over an injury and he's going to be back soon. So let's get on to the next game. All right. All right, let's get on with the first game of the season. Set this to slightly faster. Between highlights, we'll go with a little bit quicker. So I have this set to key highlights and using the 3D match engine. That's the setup I'm going to go with. And the setup that I'm going to go with for this series is pick out important matches and do 2 matches per episode. And of course, at the beginning of the season, have transfers. I'm not going to do a whole lot for off-season stuff. Slow this down a little bit. Right there's good. All right, first highlight of the season, and nothing. Okay. So, don't really know how far I'm going to go with this series. Might, depending on how successful we are at the team, might stop once we win the MLS Cup. Might stop once we get fired. Might stop once we win the Champions League. Who knows? But in my last personal save, I did, however, I won the MLS Cup in my 3rd year. Won the CONCACAF Champions League in my 3rd year as well, and lost in the U.S. Open Cup twice. So typical Union. But hopefully we can change that in this save. All right. Demand more. We're getting off to a slow start here. Yeah. My words actually did do something. Dochcal on a free kick, and that was terrible. All right, let's see if Pico can do something with this ball. Might have to make some substitutions at halftime. I don't know what's going on with this 3D match engine. It's been acting up recently. All right, McKenzie, Madujinin, Bedoya out to Pico, into Prisbilko, out to Akam. Let's see if we can get something going here. Pico, right at Turner. I actually kind of like Turner as a goalkeeper. I know he played terrible against us, or at least the defense was, but I think he's actually a pretty decent MLS goalkeeper. Talk about some more of the off-season transactions. Re-signed Trusty to a 4-year deal. Put a VAR. Wasn't paying attention to what happened. But anyway, I think the release clause for Trusty is $6.25 million. If we get that much money for Trusty, and he goes to some European club, I'm perfectly fine with that. We got a free kick here. Dochcal, I believe, is going to take it. Or is it Madujinin? Oh, that's right on the edge of the box. Come on. And he does nothing with it. Gonna need to make some tactical changes at halftime. Bedoy's not having a good start. That's really it. I don't know if I should put in Craval or our new signing. Let's go aggressive in at halftime. So I think I'm going to wait until about maybe the 60th minute and see where we are now. Give Bedoy some time to get his match rating up. Because it's our team captain. I don't want to sub him out immediately after the first half of the first game of the season. Pico. We're getting some pretty good chances here, though. See if we can get anything from this corner. Medugin. I know it's the New England Revolution, but we're not having a bad... We got off to a bad start in the first 10, 20 minutes, but we're starting to pick it up a little bit. Who else did I re-sign? I extended Bedoya's contract. He had an option. Medugin, I left his on... Well, he has an option to extend his contract, but I didn't extend it. Agadello. Alright, good clearance, McKenzie. Alright, 55th minute here. I think I'm going to bring on Corey Burke here. Brzbilko had a few chances, though. But I think we should bring on Burke. It's really going to be a battle for that starting position throughout the entire season until there's a clear-cut starting striker. Matt Real. We'll throw in Gaddis there for now. Go with All Reliable. I find it hard to believe that he's the Union starting minutes leader, but whatever. Alright, another highlight here. Is this on... Oh, it's on extended, that's why. Fairly sure I had that on key highlights before, but... Bedoya, Burke. That's offside. Another free kick. Ugh. Getting my hopes up for nothing. Oh, I just noticed that they're frustrated by my feedback. Let's try encouragement next time around. See if that works. Playing out of the back. Why is he pulling up? Out to Rosenberry. Pico. I think we're going to get a lot of trade offers for Pico over the season. It's got to be a good offer if I'm going to trade Pico. It's highly unlikely I will, but... again. This is pretty close to the real Union right here. A lot of close chances and coming up with nothing. So, should talk about recent Union news. Yeah, I was really surprised with the Rosenberry trade. I didn't see that coming. Really shocked by that. And the value, what was it? Is it up to $400K in GAM and $300K guaranteed? It's not worth it in my opinion. But anyway, we start off with a 0-0 draw to New England. But I gotta say, we looked fairly well. I think I'm gonna hand this over to my assistant coach. And alright, I think I'm gonna stop it there. Since we did went over the transfers for the first episode, I think I'm gonna cut this one to the season opener, and for the next episode, we're gonna cut ahead to DC United. I'm gonna play these 5 games in between, and come back to you guys, give you guys a short update on how the season's going on by then. And yeah, that's it. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys later.